Welcome to Softcore History.
Welcome back to Softcore History. I'm your host for the week, Dan Regester. And I'm joined as always by Rob Fox.
Hello.
That's
Hi.
the energy you're going to give us?
I don't know what kind of energy I'm going to give you. I'm in the middle of drinking. We'll see where it gets me. We'll see where it takes me.
So you're in the middle of drinking.
I'm in the middle of drinking. Yeah.
That's vague. That's a pretty nebulous frame of time, huh?
It could last a while.
Yeah.
I could be done in 20 minutes. We don't know. I won't be done in 20 minutes. We do know that.
I know
I won't be
that.
done in 20 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting fucked up for this podcast.
Right.
Like
You've been drinking for about 4 straight years. I'm actually concerned.
Why?
It seems to be perfecting it.
Yeah, I'm healthy as a horse.
As an ox.
Yeah.
The other voice, of course, you hear is Jake Goldman.
I'm also curious why you went away from the saying both our names format, where you say how we're all great friends, and now you're just talking about Rob.
No,
first.
you're the one.
I usually always go 1-to-1.
Yeah, you're the one that's always like joined by my best friends, and we don't acknowledge that you think that.
No,
you
we're
both say that.
acquaintances,
You both say
we're
that.
coworkers. You're a peer of mine, but I wouldn't consider you a friend.
Okay, well, you both say that. You're liars. I don't like you anymore. Friendship officially over.
Fine.
Should we tell them?
Shit.
That Lonesome Dove dinner, that was the first one we invited you to. We've been to 7 on the company's dime.
How are you siphoning money out?
Don't worry about how we handle our shit.
And the only reason we invited you was because you paid the tab.
Yeah.
Wife's going to hate this. She thought we all had a really nice night.
I like that your wife listens. Rob's doesn't.
No, she sure doesn't.
Doesn't
Yeah.
support the podcast.
My wife will never listen. She actually complained about the podcast.
She's been
many times,
on the show.
and she still doesn't listen. Yeah.
She didn't listen to the one she was on?
Well, she was on it. Why she didn't listen to it? She was there.
Fair.
Yeah. She doesn't listen. She hates that we gab. We've talked about this.
She hates gabbing.
She hates gabbing.
I love that she uses the word from like the 1920s.
Yeah. I mean, she does. I don't know what to tell you.
Gabbing. You're gabbing too
You
much.
just gab too much.
It's flapping your gums.
I actually found out there was a bunch of women that I talked to that listened to the podcast. So
But didn't you make them listen to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't count.
I found out.
Yeah, I found
That's
out.
a weird way of saying you made them listen to us.
Well, they enjoy it.
Oh, you found out they enjoy it. That's what you found out.
That's
Okay,
a different,
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you still had to pitch it first. These were not organic. Like they were like, "Oh, hey, I know you. I listened to your podcast."
Isn't that the most organic?
It was
Word
like
of
your
mouth?
friends that you were like, "Hey, please listen. You should check it out."
We were driving in the car together, and they're like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
So you wait, you played it for
Liar!
him?
That didn't happen.
Yeah, no. Did one of them clap afterwards? Like, what happened then?
Why would they clap?
That's like every tweet where it's like, my 4-year-old came into the room and everyone clapped.
She was
or
like,
whatever.
"Mommy,
Yeah.
why do they let guns kill babies?" Like something like that.
Those
That is
Twitter
true.
And
things,
it's like
yeah.
my 4-year-old asked me, and I didn't know how to answer. Like that's not. It's not.
And then everyone
No 4-year-old.
clapped in the classroom.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
no 4-year-old.
My
did that.
toddler did ask.
I mean,
gun
I believe
control.
you have a toddler.
I don't believe it asked you anything.
Yeah, I don't believe it can speak.
Well, yeah, he doesn't actually speak
It's a
to me.
basement toddler.
He's in another state. I don't pay child support. We're going through kind of like legal issues right now.
Hilarious. Stop staring at me.
Look, I don't want it is a good legal argument.
I think so.
Yeah.
My choice.
Yeah, your body, your choice. Why should you have to touch that child with your hugs or money?
I think that's a fair argument.
Yeah.
But we got a loaded show today.
No shit.
I actually have 6 pages worth of content, which is
No way,
way
really?
more than I actually do.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't have a topic until
What's your average
this
amount
morning.
of notes?
3. I usually go 3.
Because I usually go 6, but you write in bigger chunks than I do. I'm looking at it right now. I'm usually like 2 lines, space, 2 lines. It's bullet points.
Getting real
You're
inside
writing
here.
paragraphs here.
Yeah, you're double spacing. You're going like 15
To be fair,
font.
Rob, I was going to say Rob gets 27 font, though. So
Yeah.
What were all the kind of like tricks of the trade to get through like a 10-page paper in college?
1.25 space on the doubles, or whatever, 2.25, whatever the double space is, just add a little fraction
add
to
a
that.
quarter of an inch to your margin there, yeah.
You change it. There was a font that was really almost identical to Times New Roman, but if you changed it to that, it also gave you about a quarter of a page just on that alone.
Yeah. I think they picked up on it a little later, but I think we were out of college by then.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Hitting that space bar twice after the period sometimes.
Yes, if you have to do it.
If you have to. That's a last resort.
Yeah.
But again, I kind of crowdsourced my topic today. I didn't really have anything.
Yeah, I saw that story.
That was pretty weak.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Dan, working hard.
Yeah, can't you just go on Reddit like the rest of us?
I could have, but I actually want to shout out my fraternity brother for pitching this topic. Jesse McGinnis, shouts to you. Actually, a guy I could.
Wait, can I guess the topic? Can I guess it? Because I don't remember what you told me earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
That time me and Jesse McGinnis kissed.
It was a reach around. There was no touching of the lips.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He's actually an interesting dude. He's a curious cat. He's been kind of gallivanting around the world. He lived in Vietnam for a bit. He's in London right now. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to, if I go to Europe
jealous.
for Christmas, I'm going to probably stay with him.
My greatest regret sexually is that I never went to like Australia or the UK or anywhere like that as a single American who could get laid above his pay grade solely off of accent.
Yeah,
That-
and he's kind of like he's like a big bearded man, kind of has like Hagrid vibes.
So people, they think of like fucking Paul Bunyan,
Kind of, yeah.
like an American pioneer.
He's a lumberjack,
Yeah,
clearly.
this
I think
man's
that plays in England.
this man's killed Indians. Now I need him inside of me.
I really kind of hope people in modern London still think it's like people circling the wagons over here, but like just it's all the same, just with better guns now.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, it's covered wagons and AR-15s
Yeah.
over there, you know?
Well, I'm glad you guys actually said that because it's a good transition into my topic today that Jesse pitched, Dodge City, Kansas. You hear about this? You familiar with this?
Yeah, about that, you feel that? Dodge City, what's the deal with Dodge City, Kansas, huh?
It was originally an army fort built in 1865.
Every
to combat.
city, I swear to God, every city west of the Mississippi was originally an army fort. In fact, not even east of Mississippi, because Detroit was originally a fort. Everything's a fort.
But not for the
everything's a
Civil
fort.
War. It was to combat natives.
Yeah.
Still a
No,
fort.
there was no civil war being fought in Kansas. I mean, there was bleeding Kansas. And by the way, whenever anyone from Kansas tells you they were on the right side of history with the Civil War, let's just be clear here. No, you were on no side of history, really. You didn't contribute anything to the Civil War. 8 people lived there. You didn't help out anything at all. Fuck Kansas.
How do you really feel about it? Anyway, yeah, even my hometown is pretty much existent because of a fort, a Civil War fort.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them are.
Yeah. What's the main thing in St. Augustine, your wife's hometown?
The fort.
A fort.
The big fort, yeah.
Everything's a fort.
It's the oldest city in America,
Yeah.
It's,
right? No.
It is the oldest European
In North
settlement
America?
in North
Yeah.
America, yeah.
Well, it was a army fort built in 1865 to combat natives, turned frontier cattle town that had a reputation for being one of the most wicked towns in the Old West. When General William Sherman, notable name,
Yeah. Hey, respect him. Say his middle name.
what's his middle name?
You don't know his middle name? Do you know his middle name?
Sherman?
Yeah.
No,
Herman?
Come on. Are you kidding me?
Is it Herman Sherman?
William Tecumseh Sherman?
Yeah.
Come the fuck on.
okay, I'll give you that. Like that's, yeah, I should probably know that.
Tecumseh?
Yeah. Tecumseh.
Pardon me, I'm about to come, sir.
Please, sir. Better have some cum.
So when General William Sherman ordered the slaughter of the American buffalo in order to drive Indians onto reservations, Dodge boomed in trade, shipping over 1.5 million hides with 3 different railroad tracks out of town and also the Santa Fe Trail nearby. So killing the buffalo was what built this town.
Yeah.
love that.
Essentially,
It was
the
built on-
genocide of an animal
It was built
To-
on
to
the American bison bone.
murder people. It was like a second-degree genocide. It was a genocide to genocide. Imagine doing that. You have a genocide to genocide.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, you could.
Genocide
Wow.
the animal to eventually genocide.
It's like a genocide domino.
race.
Genoception. Essentially.
Do they cancel each other out?
No.
It's
they,
a, it's
they
a,
Is it like when you
compound
mu-
each
it's a
other.
force multiplier, really.
I was going to say it's not like multiplying 2 negatives, right?
No.
Okay.
How? There was no positive from this.
Well, you get this town.
That's not positive.
Yeah, and
Nothing
you'll
in
find
Kansas
out
is a
why.
positive.
You'll find out.
Yeah, when
why.
you said it was a wicked city, did you mean like Boston or like Salem? What kind of wicked we talking here?
wicked good time.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, brother.
So the place was built on the bones of the bison, but by 1876, with virtually nothing but decaying carcasses on the prairie, hunters put themselves out of business. Did too good of a job.
It's a real flooded market. Flooded with blood.
Bison blood.
Yeah.
They joined the railroad workers, drifters, and soldiers, stumbling into town with a population of about 1,200, quickly finding one of the 19 saloons. Inevitably, lawlessness and gunslinging ensued.
Wait,
By the way, this is another lesson in how you really make money in life, right? It's not on crypto idiot here, right? Or it's not. It is on. You make money on the crypto idiot,
Buy the
right?
dip. Buy the dip.
You don't buy the crypto. You buy the things surrounding crypto and sell it to crypto dummies. Like the same way in the gold rush, the people who made the most money, you might have heard of this family name, Levi Strauss.
Yeah, they sold stuff to them.
Yeah, you sell stuff to the idiots
Well, Rob.
who want to go take a hammer and just hit a rock.
Well, crypto's annoying until it's inspiring. That's what a billboard in Austin
I was
told
going
me.
to say the black and white dumbass billboards we have here. Mm-hmm. The revolution's already here. It's like, man, you know a crypto guy.
The revolution, losing $100 a day. It's great.
It's fucking here, man. Welcome your fucking new world god,
I'm
okay?
bleeding out. My strategy of paying my taxes with the money I earned on crypto not going so well.
I mean, look, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of morons.
Yeah. That's, God.
So you're telling me it's not decentralized,
1336,
Rob, huh?
thank you.
Is that a good
Yeah, no,
quote?
I'm timestamping that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, no, I agree wholeheartedly with Rob. I was really interested in the fact that they had 19 saloons for 1,100 people.
1,200.
12, still, that's an insane amount of saloons.
Yeah,
for that.
feels like a lot.
That's like shit. That's like a saloon.
I'd love
for,
to know the places to drink alcohol to people in Austin ratio, though. And I'll include Chili's and Applebee's and shit like that.
anywhere you get booze.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Dollar Margs?
You'd have to include just the mall then, because they have bars.
They have a bar.
They have
I
a
know.
bar in
Oh
the
my
mall.
God. I want to get so fucked up at that mall bar outside
did you not
of the
go with
shoe
us?
store.
Did you?
No, I did. Oh, I just saw it recently a couple days ago.
Oh no, I've gotten drunk there.
Oh my God. I want to do it so bad.
It's not fun, but it's worth it.
Is it not fun? It seems really
it's kind
fun.
of fun.
God
it's
damn
kind
it,
of
Joel.
fun.
Just keep it on the wide if you're going to be on your phone.
It's kind of fun.
It seems really fucking fun.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's like a really strong wine margs. It's not like you're not.
I'll just drink beer there. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Yeah.
just there to get fucked up.
It is very weird to be outside of a Payless just getting hammered, though. It's like it's
Hey,
what I
it's
used
a
to.
Foot Locker,
Whatever.
and it's right next to the food court.
It is next
What's
to the food court.
weirder is being that drunk around that many like 16-year-olds, which
That's-
I've done before at a Taylor Swift concert.
Not fun. Is
Nah, I had a good time.
It wasn't just then. Single Rob, you were the plug.
Calm down. What are you talking about?
Dan's just besmirching your name right
didn't
now.
get drunk around any 16-year-olds. Is single Rob.
But I
Go
do
to the Twin Liquors. They're just hanging out, waiting for somebody to buy them booze.
Right. Although one time,
Like, well, you got to invite them to the house.
Rob reverse hey Mr. Skates outside of liquor
like,
stores.
hey, you want me to buy
kid.
you something?
Hey, kid. Hey,
I'm
kid.
pretty fucking cool.
I have my own keys to my own car. I pay bills.
You guys need American Spirits too? Some six?
Whatever you
I'll
need.
get you whatever you need, man.
One
Mike's
time
Hards.
I did. I was at the SEC championship game in 2014, and fucking shit faced on Adderall, everything. And this kid comes up to me, obviously like a child. He's like 14 at the time, and he's like, "You're Bacon, right, from TFM?" And I'm like, Yeah. I'm like going to get a beer. I've been drinking. I basically didn't wake up sober.
It made
I've been-
your fucking day. Don't lie.
Oh, I loved it, but he was like a 14. I was like, I go to SLU, like, which is St. Louis University High School, and I was like, yeah, man, great to meet you. Pretty fucked up. I gotta go.
That's happened to me before too. Not to that. Not you're that guy from that, but just like you bump into someone that's significantly younger than you, and you are way too drunk to be
Way
interacting
too
with them.
drunk.
And it's like, I'll see you later. I am curious though too. It was funny. The thing that weirded me out about the mall bar though was I had realized it's been 15 years since I've been this drunk in a mall. Like the last time I'd been
Do you not
drunk
go
in a
to
mall-
Cheesecake Factory?
No, not
I do regularly.
Not like in the mall, like at the restaurant in the mall, like in the mall,
Right.
Like drinking, actively drinking.
I'm sure you can take drinks to go into the mall.
Yeah,
That needs to be a thing.
now.
Every store should demand that.
Yeah, it's not like it's.
Oh yeah, talk about business.
Right.
It's not an open container if it's all within indoors.
The ecosystem of the mall.
The whole mall is its own contained thing, so it's not open container.
I also just imagine everyone that walks the mall in the morning, all the old people, are just getting fucked up.
They should be.
As they should be.
Why
yeah.
wouldn't they?
They're just vaping the entire
They're just
time.
trading pills,
Ripping fucking.
fingering each other in the
Huge
bathroom.
clouds, yeah.
All types of weird stuff. I'm down. I get fucked up in that Barton's. I used to get fucked up in that Barton Creek Mall Cheesecake Factory regularly.
It got a little dangerous now.
There was
a
a
lot of-
smash and grab.
There's a lot of carjackings.
Yeah, it's not a great parking lot. Not a great parking lot.
No.
Yeah, the first thing my mom said when we went to that mall one time was, "Why does it have so many signs that say stop, hide, take, like your possessions?"
Run, hide, fight.
Yeah.
It's just the signs. Run, hide, fight.
Yeah.
So this is actually a city where the term "get out of Dodge" originated from.
I'm surprised you two didn't know that. It must be a Midwestern thing.
It must be. I didn't actually believe this. I said one of my sources claimed "get out of Dodge" originated from
it
this
is.
Wild West town due to its violent nature.
Yeah, I got to get the hell out of Dodge.
I thought it meant like get out of a Dodge and into a Ford, you pussy. That's what it means in my hometown.
Or Ram.
Or that's
Ram
a
is
Dodge.
Dodge, yeah.
That is a Dodge.
Yeah, there's a Dodge. Literally a Dodge.
I'm a Ford boy, so
As am I.
my dad's a Chevy guy though.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
I wouldn't.
No.
I'm a Scion man myself.
You're a big fan of Nissan trucks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smaller the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be able to haul one pig in the truck of the bed. That's it.
If that.
The cemetery right outside of town was called Boot Hill as a play on the amount of men who were buried after being gunned down in the streets with their boots still on. It was essentially the "what about Chicago" of its time.
Okay.
Because a lot of the narrative was built around the murder peak from July 1872 to July 1873 when it documented 18 men died of gunshot
So
wounds.
1 month made this reputation.
year.
1 year.
Oh, 1 year. I'm sorry. Okay.
1872 to 1873, July to July.
But only 18 people were murdered?
18 men died of gunshot wounds. 9 others wounded, and the town had no law enforcement of any kind. It was just a place where outlaws went to kind of like gamble, drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, the
Isn't this
occasional shooting.
where Bill Hickok made his name?
There are some notable names that I will get to.
Okay. I think Bill
don't believe
Hickok's one of
Bill Hickok was one.
Okay.
Or at least he's not in my notes.
He might have been another crazy town, but go on.
Yes. After visiting Dodge, a Hays City Sentinel editor wrote, "Dodge is the Deadwood of Kansas. Her incorporate limits are the..."
So it's not even the fucking Deadwood.
Deadwood is the Deadwood.
Yeah. So it's not even its own thing.
Let me finish
all
the
right,
quote.
all right. But I'm
Her
already unimpressed.
incorporate limits are the rendezvous of the unemployed scallywags in 7 states. Her principal business is polygamy without the sanction of religion. Her code of morals is the honor of thieves, and decency she knows not. Kansas has but one Dodge City with a broad expanse of territory sufficiently vast for an empire. We have only room for one Dodge City. Dodge, a synonym for all that is wild, reckless, and violent. Hell on the plains.
So people fucked.
People fucked, people fought.
Also, it's not polygamy if you're not married.
Yeah.
So what do they even call it? It's just people fucking.
Could be polygamy if you're not married.
This guy was kind
You
of
date multiple people.
I guess.
This guy was kind of fancy with the way he worded it too. He called people scallywags
No,
instead
because
of rendezvous.
people used to have vocabularies.
Oh, really?
Now we're just like, yeah, man, those fucking people, they're fucking, shit, dude. They fuck so much and they they fuck a lot of people and they like kill each other.
Well, that
and-
answers our question from last episode where we asked, what do people call others what would they insult them with that wasn't Nazi or commie? It was scallywag.
Right.
It was
This was back when people didn't have a go-to.
no.
No Nazi, no commie.
Well, carpetbagger maybe.
Carpetbagger, certainly.
Yeah. What's the other one? The reverse of a carpetbagger?
What, you're from the South?
South up to the north?
I don't remember.
No.
Off the top of my head.
Okay.
Slave owner?
Probably that.
Probably that too.
I don't know.
Racist, usually.
Whatever. Well, they were all racist.
Yeah,
It
everyone
didn't
was
matter.
racist.
They were like, yeah, you shouldn't own them, but otherwise, fuck them. Like, I mean, Wasn't great.
The place finally brought in a law officer in 1875 with Marshal Larry Deeger, and a year later, the mayor brought in Wyatt Earp to clean up the streets by dropping the bag of a salary 10 times greater than the average lawman. So they're just like, we need somebody of note. Please come save this
Who
town.
everyone's scared of
Yeah.
to shoot them, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earp also brought in Charlie Bassett, Ed and Bat Masterson as his deputies. Yeah, I mean, when you're a sheriff back then, you're essentially just muscle.
Yeah,
That's all you are.
pretty much, especially in towns like this where there's no fucking law. I mean, this, by the way, that's weird. So Kansas, I don't think is a state yet, but it's still a territory, right? When did Kansas become a state? Hey, Siri, when did Kansas become a state?
You don't trust his Google? What's
Here's
she?
an answer from Wikipedia. Kansas became the 34th state admitted to the Union on the 29th of January, 1861.
All right, so it's been a state at this
It's a
point.
state, yeah.
So that's actually crazy.
You use the British Siri?
Yeah. It's hotter. It's sexier.
Okay.
It is.
I mean, I guess.
It makes me sound fancier.
I was going to say
Girl
something
British
fancy.
Siri, too.
Not the weird butler.
I just want to eventually have what's that Joaquin Phoenix movie? Her. I want to
yes.
have a her situation.
No.
I want to fuck my watch.
Well,
You want it to be British?
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
I
you seen
get it.
these sex bots that are coming out?
Sick. Do
You
they
hear
have-
about this?
You hear about this?
You hear about this? See about this?
They talk.
Cool.
Is it cool?
Seems like a bad move.
Yeah, I don't think you want your sex bot.
No,
to
I want
talk.
the exact situation I want is the robot prostitutes from AI.
What about just the robot prostitutes from Westworld?
That's the same thing, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't Jude Law a robot prostitute name?
Yeah, I want to fuck Jude Law,
But the robot.
which is 2001 Jude Law.
Yeah.
Robot, me jumping through a wormhole, then him jumping through my hole,
Back and forth.
whatever. Hole. Just hole. Just holes. Just me and holes.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Yeah. Essentially. And then we both eat onions afterwards.
Sing that dumb song.
Yeah. In my hole.
This new team of sheriffs set up a deadline dividing the town into north and south sides, using the railroad tracks as a boundary. On the south side, anything goes. Anything was allowed, including gunfights and brothels. In fact, the term red light district allegedly begun in Dodge City as train employees used their red train lights to see their way to the brothels when they came to town.
I do actually agree with just put it in an area.
Yeah,
Just
it always
put it
works.
all in an area.
Just look at Skid Row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll stay there.
It kind of does.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's like the forest next to Dan's house.
Just keep them in there.
Yeah.
Do you think the police know about that?
They do. I've
Yes.
seen them outside of it many times.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
they
it's just
show
like-
up regularly.
So they're just like, yep, they're here.
There's nothing they can do about it.
Anyone OD? No? We good?
It's also Sunset Valley Police, so it's not even real.
It's not even real police. They're contracted out.
But you have to
No,
call
I've
the
seen
sheriff.
Texas Highway Patrol.
You have to contact the sheriff.
Oh,
in
no.
Sunset Valley.
That's what I've seen. Travis County sheriffs is what I've seen there
yeah.
at your homeless red light district in the forest.
Should venture down there sometime.
One of the guys that I go to the dog park with actually got his truck stolen by them.
Stolen?
Stolen.
Oh, wait, didn't your truck get fucking jammed up again?
Smashed and stuff. Yeah, I got hit again.
Where do you park?
Yeah.
I just park in a normal spot.
Listen to Rob victim blaming immediately.
At some point,
My
the
truck's asking for it,
The
I know.
common denominator is your truck at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know what else could possibly
Or the
happen.
complex. And, you know.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Just hating on you, trying to bring you down a couple pegs.
Yeah, I actually just park it in the middle of the exit,
Yeah.
and you have to bump it to get out.
You have a sticker on there that says fuck homeless people, and they just keep showing up and breaking into it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I leave a 20 on the windshield.
That'll help.
Just please do not smash my truck windows. People in Oakland do that, right?
Yeah, they just put $10 on the window, and they're like, "There's nothing in here. Please don't."
Cars open,
Yeah,
don't smash.
yeah. Or they put a note on it. Cars open, nothing's in here. Don't smash.
I might have to start doing that. On the north side, guns could not be worn or carried at any time.
That sounds like an infringement on everyone's rights.
Yes.
I'm against it.
So
And I will shoot Wyatt Earp in the face if he ever makes me do it.
anyone wearing or carrying a gun was immediately arrested and put in jail. The jail was quickly filled up with those who refused to leave their guns at the town's edge.
Is it refused to or forgot? Because sometimes you
both.
might just walk across the line or you're shit-faced and you don't know and, you know.
How could they legally do this? Have a no gun part of
There
town.
weren't laws.
There's no
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 one was
laws.
no one was arguing
There's
for their
no laws.
constitutional right.
There's no laws. So everything is a law and nothing is a law. You just throw people in a room if you feel like throwing people in a room.
Yeah, Earp's essentially a contracted, mercenary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean he's definitely trying to ground up
Like-
law and order here.
I guess
he's
I
trying
should
to
say
get it
this.
off the ground floor.
It's not that there's no laws. It's that law is whatever you want it to be. Like there are written laws, but enforcing the laws is whatever you want it to be. Two entirely separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who at this time was doing kind of the national law? Was it just the Pinkertons and groups like that?
I mean, I don't know who was lobbying. Obviously, Congress was still making laws and shit, and
But the people enforcing them were,
state legislators were making
private groups.
We
Yeah.
should really do a Pinkerton episode.
We should. They're in
Yeah,
everything.
They are. Do you know what the Pinkertons are?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Did you play Red Dead?
I didn't. I haven't played it.
They're in it. So Earp acted more as a consultant for the town, as he was constantly bouncing around from gold excursion he had going on with his brother in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
So he was up in Deadwood.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
To bounty hunting outlaws like train robber Dave Rodabaugh, where he met and befriended Doc Holliday during the chase.
Fun.
Yeah. Eventually, Mayor James H. Dog Kelly wired Earp enough money for him to stay in town as marshal. So
Please, people keep murdering each other. We have a terrible reputation. I say just make money on the reputation. Right? Oh, everyone comes here to fuck and drink?
Oh, they kind of did. So once it went national.
Okay.
So
They
I
set
said,
up you could buy tickets.
like I said, how it became the narrative of it was that times. What about Chicago?
Yeah.
National news was like you said, only 18 people got murdered that year, and they kind of rode the momentum of that.
Yeah.
being it's this dangerous, crazy
I'm sure
town.
New York was doing that a month.
Yeah, but it's the Wild West, I guess, per capita.
Yeah, the rate stats aren't great for sure, but 18 over the course of a year in what's supposed to be gunfight city, it's a little disappointing.
Yeah,
We're talking 27. 2 people a month get hit by a bullet.
right. It was a national narrative that built this town. Really.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 1% of your population died over the course of a year, though.
From guns.
From
guns.
Yeah.
And another 0.5%.
No,
were-
but that's inaccurate because you're not taking into account the population isn't even the way to do it because you're not taking into account people that are just coming in and out of the town.
Laying low.
Yeah. No, I guess,
Visitors, travelers, stuff like that.
yeah, I'm sure they're not taking a
It's-
normal census where it's
It's right on the Santa Fe
It's one,
Trail.
right.
Yeah.
It's one thing to not do that for New York because there's so many people there, or even Chicago now because there's so many people there that you don't really need to take into account visitors or whatever. But for a town of 1,200, you might, I would maybe take into account all the fucking people going through it if you're gonna count.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
If it's 18, is it 18 residents or is it 18 outlaws that would
Right.
just happen to be here? I get that. Okay, I see your point.
Earp pressured the courts for more severe sentencing, barred certain men from the town, and organized a citizens' committee of reformers to help watchdog the streets.
So a nerd council.
Yeah, a neighborhood watch.
Yeah, basically
Do you have one?
an HOA. I have an HOA.
You're not part of the neighborhood watch?
If we have a neighborhood watch, I don't know about it. Now there is a man who sits in a plastic chair with his AR-15 every night,
Are you serious?
and we don't.
Yeah, it makes me feel safe.
We don't bother him.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
on. I mean, you're South Austin, too.
Yeah, we don't bother him.
He knows how to handle that gun.
Yeah.
It's not one of these new city folk.
No. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that with the right guy.
Honestly, yeah. If it was a former Marine or something, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I'd be
dude,
like, all
whatever.
right, sure, why not? You'll probably scare off anyone driving through.
Yep.
Like, who's that?
It's Ned.
Yeah. Or he'll just shoot a coyote, which is I'm also fine with.
Fine with it, honestly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot of neighborhood shootings, right?
No, there's never neighborhood
No
shootings.
one's ever going on a rampage in a neighborhood.
Never.
No.
Ever.
Because of the neighborhood watch guy.
Guy in the chair with his rifle.
It's essential.
Yeah, he's just fucking around. What I am surprised has never happened is people just close off a bridge. Like, you just time it perfectly. You get 2 U-Haul trucks, and you're just like, and then just go bananas on a bridge.
Wow. You thought about that, huh?
Why the U-Haul? Is
The
it full of dynamite or
No. It just blocks the whole
Block
thing.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were blowing the bridge.
No. But why not?
Blow it.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be more fucked up. That made me so afraid to be on a bridge.
And you like just dive off backwards from the bridge, laughing. You hit the button.
Yeah.
It blows, and you like paraglide away.
You
Or
should
you-
paraglide for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
You squirrel suit.
Squirrel suit. Yeah, that's perfect. Onto
On
a passing
April
boat.
9th, 1878, his boy Ed Masterson was killed in a gunfight. Earp reached out to Doc Holliday for his services to help out, so he moved to town with his associate and his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Big Nose Kate Elder.
It's not a great name for your girlfriend. It's not.
I'm guessing that wasn't her self-proclaimed nickname.
Really no effort with these nicknames, but also just mean. Because I saw photos of her, not that outrageous of a nose. Like, it's a pretty normal nose.
It's rude.
Sure, why not? So, I'm sorry, when is this happening? 1870 what?
1878.
Okay, so this is 3 years before the shootout at the OK Corral. Starring Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday.
There was a shootout at the Golden Corral.
OK Corral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's some. Have you seen the brawl fight from the recent Golden Corral brawl
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
over the
What?
stakes?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did. We did it on like 4 shows here.
Okay, whatever.
amazing.
Maybe
We
I've
did it on
seen
like
it,
RPR
whatever.
and shit. Yeah, I know.
Look, popcorn shrimp's pretty good.
It was over steak.
Well,
Yeah, I think they ran out of the ribeye, right?
They did. Yeah.
That's what happens.
You don't run out.
yeah.
That's the one rule of Golden Corral. Don't run out.
Don't run out.
Yeah.
Do not. I didn't come here for the pork chops. I came here for the goddamn bottomless ribeye.
How did they survive? Like COVID.
Bad ingredients, bro.
Old people.
Yeah.
You know what I drove by today?
No, but they were closed for the longest time.
You know what I
probably
drove by
just-
today on the way to work?
They get bailed out.
Sure, why not?
Did we bail out Golden Corral?
Everyone got that. What was it? PP? What IPP?
Payment
what-
protection loans.
Yeah. PPP. Whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it's called. Everyone got that. I drove by a Luby's today. There's still a Luby's open on Slaughter Lane, and literally there were 2 cars in the parking lot, but I knew it was slammed because there was one old person Metro bus at the fucking door, parked at the door. So there were at least 15 people in there going bananas.
And they don't know how to serve that fast at a Luby's.
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure you self-serve at a Luby's, don't you?
You do. It's
Yeah.
like cafeteria style, but they still
Yeah.
have to fill the trays and shit.
Oh, yeah. They don't have the speed for that.
You can't
no.
make pudding that fast.
No.
And you get behind all those olds.
Yeah.
Just very slow. The rest of spring and summer of 1878, things seemed to settle down once Doc Holliday got there. The lawmen were seemingly getting Dodge in order, but on October 4th, things heated back up with the murder of stage performer Dora Hand.
Whoa, someone shot an actress?
Yes,
A singer?
a singer.
It's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Why'd they kill her?
Well, that is what this episode's kind of about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
want to know
murder-
because this is wrong.
Everything else was a little bit of setup just to kind of give you a little background on the
Okay.
town. But this episode is the murder of Dora Hand.
Okay. I mean, by all means, kill whatever, vagrants are going from town to town, barely having a job.
Yeah, don't kill the talent.
Yeah, don't kill the talent.
Yeah.
And I say that as talent. Don't kill the talent.
Hand was a 34-year-old actress.
Well,
and
she's pretty
singer. Yeah, maybe past her prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point. Who drifted to Dodge from the east. Her background is a mystery.
She's a drifter too.
Wait,
An
it's
old-
just an old lady singing on a sidewalk?
An
What is
old
this?
drifter? Yeah, all right. Well, episode over.
Performer is pretty loose here, I feel.
No, hear me out.
Okay.
Her background is a mystery. Legend has it she came from a good family in Boston, had studied music in Europe, and had once been a grand opera singer under contract with a major organization in New York.
Yeah, great. Old has-been drifter. Why am I sad?
Like Doc Holliday, she was supposedly battling tuberculosis.
All right, so
Probably hurts the singing career
old has-been drifter invalid.
with the cough. Like, how do you sing with TB?
Right.
But she came to the West
Never go to law school.
for the healthier climate. So the air of Kansas helped her tuberculosis so she could sing.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess not having coal pumping out of every fucking chimney around you might help.
Hand came to Dodge City on the advice of friend Fanny Garretson, a seasoned performer who had made the rounds of the cow towns and mining camps. Garretson was also a friend of Mayor Dog Kelly, the flamboyant Dodge mayor and part owner of the Alhambra Saloon and Gambling House. Through that connection, Garretson and Hand landed stage gigs for a lucrative $40 a week at the Lady Gay Dance Hall and Saloon.
Pretty good. $40 a week's actually pretty fucking solid. I feel
That's
like
really
for that
good.
time. Yeah.
Dog Kelly eventually started parading Dora around town. Soon she was the featured soloist at the Lady Gay, earning an astronomical $75 a week.
So she's crushing it.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Pretty good, I guess. All right, so she's rich again. I'm back on her side.
Kelly was almost certainly not the only man in her life.
Yeah, she had sex with guys. Cool.
At the Lady Gay Corral.
Yeah.
Hand and Garrison were referred to as seasoned honky-tonk troopers, and their morals may not have been any better than they should have been. That was a quote.
All right, so she's a dirty whore with tuberculosis.
But this the source that I found insists they were not whores.
Well, yeah, they weren't prostitutes.
They were just flirtatious.
Okay, so they're teases.
They were teases.
That's
They led people
killer.
on. Yeah.
Killer.
Also, I looked up the numbers. She'd be earning about 6 figures a year
6 figs?
on 75.
In Dodge City?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
She might have been the richest person there.
Probably. It's like the problem did we talk about this on air the other day? Maybe not. Whereas like when we had our dinner at Lonesome Dove at some point, I just get like annoyed. Not really annoyed, but like slightly annoyed. It's like the waitress is making more per hour than I am
You're going to Buscemi it, huh?
because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have tipped her.
They should pay her salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also had fame in this city, as every man and woman in Dodge, good, bad, or indifferent, knew all sides of Dora Hand's life. So she became pretty popular pretty quick in town.
She's the most famous person in Dodge City.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if Lady Gaga just like, I don't know, lived in Lake Tahoe and like was just performing in Lake Tahoe constantly, right? Like a big town everyone knows, but it's not like super populated.
That's probably a fair comparison, yeah.
Yeah. So but she lives there and goes out there and does everything there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, a man by the name of Spike Kennedy, like many men in
Ooh.
town,
No one good has ever been named Spike.
was smitten with the lovely Dora Hand.
Had never really talked to her though, probably. Didn't really even know her. Seems like a guy who just like watched her on stage and really wanted to fuck her.
It's like, she'll be mine.
Yeah, you're calling this pretty well.
You want to just guess the rest of this set?
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Spike,
some guy just like looked at her and was like, I want to fuck that. I'm in love with her.
that's kind of what love was back then, right?
Sure.
All the outlaws, they're just
Is
be
it
like,
really different now?
no,
No.
it's not.
Yeah. I mean, really, even if you like someone, you're thinking to yourself, like, I want to have sex with her. I want to fuck her. You're not going to go to the weird situations that this guy probably went through. You're going to do it consensually. But at the end of the day, you look at someone and you're like, I would like to be inside of them. Or vice versa.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, now there's plenty of, I guess, like, famous people that have to deal with others they've never talked to, they've never interacted with.
Yeah,
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at them and being like, that one.
Showing up to their, like, house or apartment with balloons and...
Mailing them clumps of hair.
Balloons feels like a win.
Yeah. That's like best case scenario
Yeah.
for creepy obsession,
Right
right?
there, and stabbed with a balloon.
Yeah, because don't, like, Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift, like, people just show up to their homes.
Yeah, all the time.
That seems awful.
They're like, please fuck me. It's got to be so much more crushing for the little girl.
Well, obviously,
for
for
the
the
girls.
girls, gotta suck.
Because, like, obviously, the guy has to know ahead of time. Obviously, Taylor Swift's not into it. But even a girl...
No, dude, these guys are just from the few of the famous people we know, or quote unquote famous, whatever, they have to deal with so much bullshit, and they deal with a lot of like terrible dudes that just don't catch any hints.
Oh yeah, that are like, yeah, man, come on, can we keep yeah, let's go do stuff. And
Yeah, or don't even talk to them at all and
Yep.
just show up to their homes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like that. Spike fell hard for the singer and mistook her flirtatious manner for genuine affection. He was also jealous of Dog Kelly's...
Not to editorialize, but that's her fault.
Right.
You've been just so hard on this person.
Yeah.
She's
Dora.
a has-been, drifter, bitch.
Tease.
I was only interpreting the details I was given.
Sure.
No, it's not her fault. Obviously, this guy's a fucking psycho.
His name's Spike.
Yeah, and he just like was like, just looked at her and was like, she looked at me like she likes me.
She made eye
loves
contact with me because I was sitting here in the stage in the front row.
Right.
Like,
He's in love with the stripper.
yeah.
Except not even that.
He fell for the classic
Right.
trap.
Yeah. He's in love with the Hooters waitress.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Hooters waitress that can sing.
Yeah.
They should have a Hooters where they actually sing.
I agree. What is
There's
this?
Tilted Kill.
So it's essentially a strip club, but they sing instead of dance.
Yeah.
I'm down with that, actually.
But they're not naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a great
Well, they
place
can be naked too. That's fine.
It'd be like a great spot in LA.
I just
find
always,
talent.
Yeah, I just always think about how like I would prefer instead of being grinded on at a strip club, like they stay on the stage and do show tunes. Still titties.
You would.
But it's like-
that's the most Rob fantasy sentence
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my
Well,
life.
it's classier.
It's definitely classier. I'm not arguing with
But
that.
she just walks out and she's like, I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
And then just
it's-
throws
Oh my
her
God.
bra at you.
Yeah.
Don't cry for me. Argentina would bring the house down.
Oh my God.
I know.
So he was jealous of Dog Kelly's relationship with the singer and apparently wanted to steal her away from the mayor.
As he totally could have, I'm sure.
Now, Kennedy nursed a bitter hatred for Dodge City law officers, but he lacked the backbone to take up a personal fight with any of them.
Sounds accurate.
This is all checking
I'm sorry. Is this an episode about a mass shooting? I'm sorry. A chick won't like return his love. He is a huge pussy. I feel like we're just mass shooting is coming.
You're on the right trail.
Rob Fox prediction machine continues to churn out hits.
Yeah. Instead, he expressed his grievances to Mayor Kelly one night.
What, he's having sex with someone that he should be having sex with,
Yes.
according to him?
According to him, yeah.
Yeah. I'm smarter than you. I know it.
So they kind of went back and forth, and Kennedy flew into a rage and leaped at the mayor. Kelly gave the younger man a thorough beating and dumped him into the streets. So the mayor beat his ass.
And then dumped him in the mud.
Yes.
That's an origin story for a mass shooter.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Kennedy was furious,
And not
mouthing-
himself, I guess.
mouthing dark threats against the life of the mayor. He mounted up and rode out of town. No one in Dodge expected to see him again. I feel like if he's going to threaten you, you probably
this is exactly
should
a
prepare.
mass shooter. It's like, yeah, I don't know. He's weird. Look, he's not going to do anything. This little bitch.
He's running away.
Yeah. He's not coming back.
Now, Spike longed for revenge. He couldn't carry a gun in Dodge City, so according to some accounts, he began to lay a trap. He watched Kelly closely and noted his nightly routine.
From where?
So he stalked him.
He was
So did
stalking
he
him.
come back to Dodge?
He was kind of seeing him from out of town, like from a distance.
What, do you have a telescope? He's just fucking watching him.
He's a rich guy. He might have had those.
So Spike Kennedy was his dad. His dad owned a bunch of like ranch land in Texas. So he was just kind of like a trust fund child.
This is
yeah.
a mass shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, goddamn.
Probably
This
has
is
some
that
survey.
fucking little piece of shit that shot up the sorority house.
Oh, yeah.
That was
God.
like, you did.
Do you see Santa Barbara guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Babe.
rejected me for no reason.
I'm rich. Like, yeah. Seriously, it is that guy because he
That
didn't
is-
understand how, because he was rich, he wasn't getting laid.
Right.
That video still creeps me out.
It is creepy.
Uh,
I'm sad that guy died.
So he
He should
stalked
be
him,
alive to be tortured a lot.
stalked him, and just came up with a pretty basic plan of shooting through the flimsy wall of the bedroom at the front of the mayor's two-room shack.
Okay. Yeah, I can't imagine a lot of great architecture in Dodge City, Kansas. or Kansas.
No. Kelly's shack stood behind the Great Western Hotel and was the same cabin townspeople had often seen Dora entering and leaving, obviously because they were boning. As the mayor spent many late nights at his casino, he was in the habit of sleeping in the shack.
So is this like an Al Swearingen type? My whole reference is Deadwood.
I don't know Deadwood. I've never seen Deadwood.
Oh, he runs the inn and bar and casino.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's one of your favorite shows.
You should watch it.
I want to.
It's a top 5 all-time show.
I've only seen the movie.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, Deadwood's so good.
Is the movie any good, though?
I actually haven't watched that because I was
Wasn't
kind
worth your
of
time?
skeptical of it. The reason they made it is because the creator has dementia and he wanted to make one more thing before
His brain
he kind of
was
flies
totally
off.
fucked.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
It's easily the best dialogue I've ever heard in any show.
So from his stalking, Kennedy knew that Kelly slept in the front room of the 2-bedroom shack. What Kennedy didn't know was that early October, when he returned to Dodge to kill the mayor, Mayor Kelly was suffering from some kind of intestinal illness. And
Diarrhea. Diarrhea. He had diarrhea.
Dysentery,
Yeah,
yeah.
diarrhea. He had diarrhea. Just say diarrhea. It's fine. He had diarrhea.
But he needed an operation.
A diarrhea operation.
Yeah.
An
do you think that
anti-diarrhea.
what do you think that entails?
I don't know. Putting some cotton up your asshole.
Eating cheese.
Yeah,
Probably
eating
not far
cheese.
off, yeah.
Eating cheese helps.
Cheese
Eating
plugs.
cheese. Clogs you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the magical animal byproduct that saved Mesopotamia.
But as Kelly was on bad terms with the town doctor, he had gone to Fort Dodge to seek the advice of an army surgeon. Prior to leaving town, he invited Dora Hand and Fanny Garretson to stay at his shack. Fanny occupied the front room, Dora the back.
Oh, no. This doesn't sound too good for Fanny.
According to the articles in the October 5th Dodge City Times and October 8th Ford County Globe, at about 4 in the morning of October 4th, a lone horseman rode up to Kelly's shack behind the Great Western. This midnight assassin squeezed off 2 .44 caliber pistol rounds at the shack and then galloped off. The first shot, reported the October 8th Globe, after passing through the front door, struck the floor, passed through the carpet, and a facing of the partition of the lodge in the next room. The second shot also passed through the door, but it was apparently more elevated, striking the first bed, passing over Miss Garretson, who occupied the bed. Through the 2 quilts, through the plastered partition, and after passing through the bed clothing and second bed, struck Fanny Keenan in the right side under the arm, killing her instantly.
That's fucking nuts.
How
odds
does
of
that happen?
Yeah, that's...
By the way,
Oh, Fanny Keenan, by the way, I don't know why. That's her actual real name, was the singer's real name.
Okay.
Dora is Fanny?
Dora's Fanny, yeah.
well, that doesn't.
Well,
Man,
there's two Fannys.
That's wild to me, by the way, because you remember one of the more famous scenes in Saving Private Ryan, the early scene where those guys are like underwater and they get shot?
Oh, yeah.
That can't happen.
Yeah, you were talking about that the other day, actually. Bullets don't do anything once they hit the water.
They hit water, they pretty much, they're done. Like, you can't get a bullet through 6 water balloons, apparently, something like that. Like, a bullet hits water. A bullet does not just go through water like that.
Can we myth bust that? That sounds wrong.
No, I saw a video, a Mythbuster video, essentially, where it
So
does
you
that.
should, if you're running into any situation, you should...
The U.S. military has experimented with water bulletproof vest type of situation.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, if I tied, like, 100 water balloons around me, I have a better shot.
No, because it's just one.
No, I'm saying, like, but I did,
Yeah,
like, a layer.
You just wear a big thing. Yeah.
That's like...
But no, like, you couldn't, if they were, like, in Saving Private Ryan especially, they were clearly, like, fucking, 6 feet underwater or something like that.
Now,
Like,
when you're
that's not gonna
falling
happen.
into a body of water, you just got to break it, right? You just got to throw your shoe down before you hit the water,
Yeah.
and it'll just break it like concrete.
Yes.
That works every time, no?
It's just, down there.
And then you're
So
That's why you point your toes.
it's weird to me that this bullet did that through, I mean, I guess it's mostly air, but it did still have to go through several solid objects to get to her armpit or whatever.
That was
It's-
also a handful with the way they wrote that.
Yeah, no,
That was a mouthful.
that was a lot to, like, process. But it's insane that, one, this guy had this just fucking shot plan, like terrible plan, and it worked.
He just went boop boop.
He just shot.
He couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it was a terrible guess shot. I'm surprised that the second one hit anything, but it killed the woman he loved.
I don't think he intended to kill anybody.
No,
I think
he wanted to kill the mayor.
He wanted to kill the mayor.
I don't think he intended to kill anybody. I think he intended to scare people. There is no serious intention to kill if you just fire off 2 random shots into a door or a wall or whatever.
I'm sorry, Rob. Anytime you fire a gun, you're intending to kill.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now, no one actually saw Kennedy fire the shots, but when Assistant Marshal Wyatt Earp and policeman Jim Masterson responded to the gunshots, they were told Spike had committed the cowardly murder. The outraged citizens of Dodge demanded Kennedy be brought to justice. At 2 p.m. on October 4th, a posse set out after the suspected murderer.
You never want a posse after you. That is the one thing you don't want after you.
No. Nobody wants to get some posse.
No. So it was Bat Masterson, Charlie Bassett, Wyatt Earp, and soon-to-be lawman Bill Tillman.
So it's not just a posse; it's a extremely deadly posse. Like a posse that's dope at killing.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of morons with pitchforks.
It's a Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So they rode out. The now famous posse members guessed Kennedy would head for the safety of his rich father's ranch in Texas.
Smart.
Yeah.
By riding through a fierce rainstorm, they managed to jump the trail ahead of him near Meade City, 35 miles southwest of Dodge. On the afternoon of October 5th, Kennedy caught sight of the waiting lawman and tried to gallop away. But Masterson and Earp quickly put a stop to that. Bat put in a .50 caliber rifle round in Kennedy's left shoulder, and Wyatt shooting Kennedy's horse out from under him. Oh, the horse didn't even get it.
That's a bummer.
That's a bummer. Oof. When the posse pulled up to the injured outlaw, Spike immediately asked after the condition of, he asked about Dog Kelly. Did I kill him? Wyatt gave Spike the bad news that the bullet intended for the mayor had instead killed Dora Hand.
It's a very cowboy movie moment.
Did I at least kill him? Did I at least kill the man I wanted to kill? Also, where are you going? I guess you're going to hide out for a while, then show up after Dora gets over him,
Yeah.
right? Like you're coming back after
This is one step at a time planning.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, oh, he sleeps in that room in that shack?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to shoot in the door.
He
Then I'll
didn't
see
seem
what
like the
happens.
Smartest bulb in the shed, you know?
No. Trust fund kid. Trust fund kid.
Trust fund.
Yeah. Trust the Farian for sure.
Now, the posse brought the wounded Kennedy back to Dodge on October 6th and kept him in jail, as much to protect him from angry citizens as to hold him for a murder trial.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Of which he was definitely guilty.
Yeah.
Predictably, his cattle-bearing father, Mifflin Kennedy, that's a great name,
That is a good name.
rushed to Dodge City from Texas.
I'll just say this right now, because I'm weird like this. I hope his rich dad gets him off.
Just for the story?
Yeah, just for the story.
Man, do you just want to, lead this episode? Because he comes to town with $25,000 cash.
That's how you do it.
Yeah!
Tale as old as time.
And Kennedy was surprisingly acquitted in court due to lack of evidence.
Well, you know.
Did anyone see? I mean, I was honestly kind of
First off,
wondering
there is
that.
no evidence.
I was going to say, yeah, how did they prove that? There's no way to test the ballistics on that. Like, they don't have proof
no
he
way
did
to
it.
do anything.
Yeah. You need to catch people in the act back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could move a town over and really...
Not even
do
that.
whatever you wanted to.
No, to prosecute, our laws, have changed, but the premise of being guilty is not. Like, they need to have you. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't know he did that.
That's the thing, though. He got caught out in the prairie. If he just made it to the town over,
Oh, yeah.
brand new life.
Yeah, done.
He's a new man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm Carl.
Sick.
Carl Carlson.
Hey,
and
man.
nothing matters.
Hey, Carl Carlson, your money spends here.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
I'm new. Never heard about it. Social Security number? What's that?
I was born in the sand.
Yeah.
Now, what can I fashion you, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like
2X or 3X?
like a candle. Make me a candle.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
We got a bed upstairs,
Yeah.
nickel a night.
And all the prostitutes you want to murder.
Yeah, I mean, he just had to make it to the next town. He didn't do it. But, the elder Kennedy brought with him the satchel full of $25K, and he was let off. In the meantime, Hand's funeral.
Who'd that money go to?
They didn't really say.
Just
Sounds like the mayor.
yeah. So he just threw money at someone. Someone unidentified.
The courts.
Yeah,
Whoever the
why
judge
not?
is, I don't know. Maybe
I
Wyatt
can't
Earp.
imagine that went to paving roads.
No.
No, it didn't go to a school.
That casino has $25,000 more dollars in reserve. That's all that happened.
The mayor really needed to get over Dora, so you know what would
It's
help?
true.
$25,000.
Yeah.
Just wiping his tears with Hundies.
And the best part is, by the way, that Wyatt Earp was even like, well, 25K is 25K. Like, no point was Wyatt Earp like, God damn it, that's the man. Like, he was wrong. He's a murderer. Like, the moral thing to do.
It's about integrity.
Yeah, there's none of that. None of that.
I feel like they caught him in the first place just to get the money from his dad because they're like, we can't prove shit on this guy.
fucking probably.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
I'm
know
sure
whose
Wyatt
dad
took
is?
a cut of that.
Yeah.
His dad was like the cattle Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Big cow guy.
Big cow guy. So Hand's funeral drew one of the biggest turnouts in Dodge City. One old cowhand who witnessed it was quoted saying, "Every store, saloon, and gambling house in Dodge closed during the funeral, and 400 men with their sombreros on the saddled horses rode behind the spring wagon that carried Dora Hand up to Boot Hill." So that's how she was laid to rest. And then Spike eventually lost most of his left arm due to infection from the bullet wound.
Well, at least he got something.
Yeah, at least he got something.
Yeah.
He returned to Texas and died 6 years later at the age of 29
Yikes.
of a fever.
Probably from that
Guy
bullshit.
sucks.
Well,
He died of a fever?
He died like he lived, sucking.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, it's insane to me, too. You say that. He died at, what do you say, 29 years old?
29.
So all this happened when he was like 22, 23?
6 years before.
Yeah.
So 23.
What a bitch.
23, and
sucks.
he was smitten with like a 35-year-old woman?
Yeah, just in love with
It was the
this.
first woman he probably saw.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
He's a trust fund kid, though. You would think he would do better.
I don't know, man.
All right, I think this is pretty easy. Who's the Hitler of the story?
I mean, God, what a the era.
Time.
It's just so grim.
Kansas.
Like everything. I just honestly, part of the story just makes me think like that people don't understand how just grim life was. I don't know, prior to World War I.
It kind of
Call
sounded
it-
fun, though.
No.
What sounds fun about that?
Like, that's as far back as I would go in a time machine. It's like Wild
1900?
West. The Wild West.
Going-
1880?
Like 18, after the Civil War.
Okay.
Yeah, 1870s.
That's if you watch Deadwood, they're pretty filthy. They're pretty filthy dirty in that.
I'm
Deadwood-
fine with that, though. There's like plenty of prostitutes.
Filthy dirty
You
prostitutes.
get to gamble.
Do you know what a merkin is?
You
would know what a merkin was.
You could gamble, and there are other times you can gamble. Go to like
You can-
1920. Go to the Roaring Twenties if you,
You can
want
gamble
push.
and have a prostitute right now.
Yeah.
I can live in both eras if I'm in the 1870s. I can live to 1920. Maybe.
I guess not
Maybe.
in your youth.
It would smell so bad.
Wasn't that the whole appeal of Westworld? Was just living out that fantasy?
Yeah, in a perfectly sterile environment,
Yeah, the
really.
robots weren't stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were fleshlights.
They were fleshlights, but they weren't stinky fleshlights.
Who cleans those?
They spray him down after every
Who do you
story.
think? They're fucking Felix, the fucking
The
ginger
tech.
with the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they fuck.
Sprays it down with a fucking Clorox hose and then sends it back out.
They dip it in milk, send
Yeah.
it on its way.
That's right, the milk.
Yeah. Fucking
Creamy goodness.
that milk never got dirty once.
Ugh.
Should have been dirty.
What'd you guys learn today?
Well, yeah, I didn't say my Hitler. Oh, yeah, Hitler is time. Hitler
Time.
was the time, the era.
Tecumseh.
That's all you learned?
That's what I learned.
Oh, actually, no, the Hitler that caused the city was Sherman.
Sherman?
Yeah, sure. That's what I
Hunting
was
the
getting at.
buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it weren't so many, the
Not
only
ideal.
people doing genocide,
Yeah.
buffalo genocide, him.
To be fair, the Native Americans, they made animals extinct kind of on accident. We did it on purpose.
I think it's intent. The crime is the intent, right?
That's the intent, yeah. My Hitler, I guess I'll go with the guy who murdered someone. Go with that guy. Actually, no. Fuck that. You know who my Hitler is? The sneaky Hitler? It's Wyatt Earp. That man was not a lawman. There was no law there.
He was a gunslinger with a badge.
Yeah, he was a fucking mercenary.
No, I go with Sherman for the Buffalo. And having a dumb middle name.
You know, it was Big Nose.
Kate Big Nose.
Kate Big Nose was my Hitler.
It's really ironic, don't you think?
How?
Jews have big noses.
Oh.
I knew that's where you're going, but
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say it.
Coward.
Oh.
What did I learn today?
Yeah, what'd you learn today?
Tecumseh.
Me too.
Yeah, I learned that.
That's a great lad.
I had a lot of shit reinforced though. One, I would never go back to where you were just talking about going in time too. Like that sounds.
Pre-20th century is a nightmare.
All right, what's
I'm
the-
going forward. That's it.
Well, I don't want that either.
But if you could only go back.
forward's going to be
Oh,
terrible.
if I could only go back,
The future's going to suck.
dude. I feel like so many people would be like, "Oh, the '80s." It's like the '80s doesn't look like it did on TV. No, none of those
No.
eras did.
If you want to go see what the 80s look like, Google 80s McDonald's.
Yep.
With the brown ashtrays and shit like that. That's what
Yeah.
the 80s look like.
Yeah. Imagine smoking in a Pizza Hut. Oh, they got stained glass lamps. Yeah, but it also reeks in there.
Yeah.
Fucking
Everyone
sucks.
is
Yeah, but
ripping
everyone
cigs.
smokes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a baseline.
I kind of miss that.
It's kinda cool.
It smelled so good.
Nothing like going into a Red Lobster
Now I
and
just
just
want a
catching
cigar.
whiffs of fucking
Also
Pall
smoke.
Malls.
What are you talking about?
I want to
I smoke,
now.
yeah, in places where you should smoke. Bars.
Bowling alleys.
I do
Yes.
agree that we need to find a middle ground on smoking laws. Like there should be certain bars where it's like you can rip whatever you want in here. Not crack or something, but like cigs, cigars,
Smoke a joint.
joints, whatever. Yeah, you can
Outside.
Smoke. You can smoke in here.
I don't think
No,
you should
fuck
smoke.
that. If you have more than 2 pool tables or more than 2 bowling lanes in your bar, you should
Yeah.
be able to smoke in there.
Pool tables definitely. Like if you
Bowling lanes too.
yeah,
Any bowling alley should be all smoking.
you should know. Yeah, you should know what it's like.
Yeah.
And it should be $5 pitchers.
Yeah, I would say anywhere with a dartboard.
I miss smoking in bars. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's kind of nice.
Smells good. Love it.
Yeah, that's this week's episode. Make sure to check out our patreon.com/softcorehistory. Did an episode. Jake, why don't you tell them about what we did this week?
Yeah, we did an episode on a possible demon named Terrere. He's from Lyons, France. He could eat everything. And
He
did.
ate live puppies. He ate live cats. He probably ate a 14-month-old baby.
Oh, whoa.
He definitely makes the Dan Book of Freaks.
Yeah.
He has my stamp of approval.
Yeah, if you want-
Actually, I've really felt good about that episode. So go ahead and pay us that $5 a month. You get the premium content. You get an episode a week, an extra episode a week.
And
Ad-free,
next
of
week,
course. And next week, I still got to ask Joel and Coop, but I think we're going to try to return the game show for the
Round
third
3,
round.
bitch.
Round 3. So
we're fucking
we'll work
ready
that
for
out.
you.
It's currently tied.
Joel's in.
Well, actually, why don't you know.
Well, he
Join
fucking said it.
Yeah, why don't you join the Patreon and actually kind of see how it got to be tied at 1-1. But it's fun. All the content up there is, we're figuring things out, but I think we're starting to hit our stride. And obviously we also have the Christmas Lotto. So get in.
The Christmas raffle.
Please stop calling it a lottery. For the love of God.
It's a Christmas raffle.
It's a Christmas raffle. It's 50-50. So if you join the Patreon, you get essentially a 50-50 ticket for each month that you're part of the Patreon to get half of December's revenue.
Yeah, whatever that may be.
Whatever
So you
that
tell
may
your friends, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We will give the winner half of our December revenue, whatever that may be.
And then we're also going to start throwing discount codes on there for anybody that's
Merch.
a part of it.
Yes.
So you can get like 20% off merch.
I believe we have an email list I can pull those names from.
Yeah. So join the Patreon, of course, patreon.com/softcorehistory. Leave a review, please. And thank you. Those go a long way to help, get the show on the charts. That's the only way we really get on is manipulating Apple's charts. So leave a review. Actually, for this week, I will, if you leave a review and it's hilarious, I will pick one of you with the funniest review left, and I will give you a free T-shirt of your choice. So I'll send you that. Yeah.
Yep.
Good review.
Good review, funny review.
Leave a funny one.
I will pick one, and we'll send out free merch. Follow us at Softcore History on Instagram.
Free merch of their choice.
Free merch of their choice, yeah. So it could be a hat, too, if you want a hat. Softcore History on Instagram. Got a bunch of memes, bunch of original Boosh memes. And, yeah, for Rob Fox and Jake Goldman, I'm Dan Regester, and you just got soft served.